Wine. In reality, it's what comes out of yeast when they go to the bathroom. Sugar goes in, alcohol comes out. The mystery of fermentation has been used to make cheese, food, alcohol, and medicine for centuries. But by tinkering with microbe genetics, scientists can now get them to produce fuel. Amyris is one of the first to do it.
So yeast are really good at changing sugar into ethanol naturally. Synthetic biology goes into these microbes such as yeast and reprograms them to take sugar into a variety of different chemicals. So our first sort of reprogramming effort was to get yeast to make an anti-malarial drug. We got really good at that, and now we're on to changing these microbes to be able to make fuels. That's a biodiesel, a biojet, a biogasoline, and other chemicals. These are hydrocarbons, so these are the same sort of class of molecules that are in the gasoline we get out of petroleum or the diesel we get out of petroleum. So they burn really well in the existing infrastructure we have and the engines we have now, and they pack much more energy per gallon than alcohols like ethanol.
Once they have the process perfected, they transfer the whole thing over to their factories. In fact, they're building one right now in Brazil that will put out 200 million gallons of fuel by 2010.
The microbes we're designing will work with any sugar source. So right now, the best choice seems to be sugarcane in terms of scalability, in terms of carbon footprint, and yeast love it.
Don't forget cost. A couple of really unique things about cane. Cane has about a 24-hour shelf life. What happens is once you cut cane, the juice actually starts to ferment at the end of cane. So you literally lose productivity out of the cane the longer it goes without being processed or crushed. So what we do here is we have our own mixture of sucrose that tries to replicate what the cane does, which is why we need in our building the pilot plant in Brazil, so that we can in effect here replicate and there do the actual cane juice from the fields will be scaling up in our plant.
A lot of companies are pursuing a microbe strategy, but the big question still is, can any of them make money at it? Amyris isn't going to try to sell its fuel into gas stations. Instead, it's going to bring its ships over from Brazil and sell it to consumers who use a lot of gas, people like Walmart and the U.S. military. This won't topple big oil, but it could take a big dent out of the fuel business. I'm Michael Kanellos for Greentech Media.